Hi, my name is Maria Lopez and my partner's name is Rebeca. To start this video, we have to mention an international company that plays a key role in the analysis of the way the consumers think, behave, and how those two change. This is the WGSN company, which is constantly checking, looking, and monitoring to see the signals of the different changes and different trends. Why? Yes, because they want to help their clients, but they want to help the brands secure a place in the future in the market. With this said, we can talk about the macro trends and the micro trends. The macro trends have the most impact. They have a lifespan of 5 years and influence in many areas, from technology to finance. Now, the micro trends are the opposite. Well, not exactly, but they have a lifespan of 2 years and they might influence in the fashion industry, but their impact is not as scandalous or as crucial as the other one. With this said, we can carry on talking about a movement, the artisan movement. This had three key influences: the mass manufacturing backlash, the great financial crisis, and the dying out of a craft. I'm going to talk one by one. The mass manufacturing backlash started when the people realized how many problems the manufacturing caused to the environment, but mostly to the quality of the people, of the employees. There was this accident, the Bangladesh accident, that made the people start creating consciousness on how manufacturing and the fabrics are killing people and killing the ecology. They are not taking care of their human rights. So this is the first influence. Now the second influence is the great financial crisis. Why? In 2008, the economy goes down. And what happens? People start looking for different ways of surviving. So the arts and crafts come in handy and start creating influence between the young. And the dying out of a craft. The dying out of a craft is when the new millennials start getting interested in those crafts and those arts. The first products I would like to talk about are the stone-based products. Why? Because it's really interesting how from a big piece of stone that was picked out in the woods, many detailed decorations can be created. Whether it's decorations or tables or any product you want to name, they are always different, they are always beautiful, and more importantly, there is hard work, effort, and time spent behind each of them. And that's what the client values. That's why they might be more expensive than the wood-based products. But when the client knows that his product is going to be one of a kind and it was created from scratch, there's a lot of first economical value, but also, I wouldn't say sentimental, but there is certainly a value that the market has been beginning to appreciate and to really value.
On, I would like to talk to you about the Bangladesh incident and what it was and what it is right now, the conditions in Bangladesh. So, first of all, this incident was among the world's industrial accidents on record and awoke the world to the poor labor conditions faced by workers in the ready made garment sector. This means, I believe, we've all heard and we're aware that many of the clothes, the footwear, and the garments we use in our everyday come from Bangladesh. Why? Because there people get paid really low and they live in a poorly life condition that they make the clothes and they sell it really, really cheap. So this is very present in the fast fashion industry. Also, the brand called Shane is very responsible for this. Also, it is impressive that the young generation meaning us, like the young adults, the youth, we are starting to question and to evaluate the cost of the way of life these people have and how it is violating their human rights. So now, moving on, there's also a problem that's the economical crisis. The great financial crisis of 2008 was no exception. Many people lost their jobs, many went bankrupt, and the only resources that were available were their hands. So I think a like the big companies, the huge enterprises take advantage of these people in their need of money. I think it is very, very, very sad. Also, the products these artisans made are very unique, as we can see on the screen. For example, clothes, like things that are handmade that are very valuable and very expensive sometimes. Also, the beers, I think they are very nice and very cute, like the branding and all of that. We've seen coffee shops, bakeries that are all about creating new products and very like innovative. Also, there are trends. The trends on the food and drink are like eat local, slow food, craft beer, like all of these. That it's very trendy. I think it's very cool, very innovative, very. I love it, to be honest. Also, like the pop up restaurants, so they move around different cities, different states. So it's very interesting. Also, the vegetarianism, the veganism, the artisans cakes, and cupcakes like gluten free, flourless, all of that is very trendy. Also, the apparel and the footwear, like functional denim, the indigo fabric, the brogues, embroidery, like all of that. In packaging, I think packaging is very important nowadays. It's what sells. Honestly, if something has a cute packaging, it catches your attention. And here we can see the little timeline of the artisans in action, how it went from the influence phase to the WGSN company that my partner Maria talked about in the beginning of the video, how like the trend becomes in action, how it makes a difference, and what's next. So thank you so much for your attention, and we really hope you enjoyed this video.